If you own Bitcoin, NFTs, or other digital assets, you may be wondering what all happens to this when I'm gone. Today I'm here with attorney Peter LoSavio to discuss how you can incorporate this into your estate planning.
Thank you for letting me be here. It's a very fast-moving topic because things are changing very rapidly in this area. A lot of people just don't make adequate provisions for their digital assets. They're kind of like the forgotten about asset in estate planning, but it's becoming more of a significant portion of people's estate, and so you need to give some thought into how you're going to handle it.
Let's start at the beginning. What should someone do first if they own cryptocurrency or other digital assets?
You need to have a list of them. Your heirs can't inherit what they don't know exists. If they don't know the existence, they can't look for it. So you need to make an inventory of your Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. You need to have a digital wallet, and you need to specify what exchange you're going to be using, whether it be Coinbase or OpenSea, so that they have a way of getting control of these assets and then liquidate them if they want to. Because even if you have them and you don't have any way to liquidate them, it doesn't do you any good.
Okay, so you've made a list. Now the next question is, can your digital wallet be transferred to your heirs?
Well, it's not that simple. The issue is, do they have access? They need to have the keywords or phrases in order to be able to have access. There's no forgot password link for a crypto wallet.
Wow.
If you get your password here, you just lost the asset.
So how do you make sure they can access it?
Basically three things. So you can have a hardware wallet, a password manager, or you can simply write it all down and store it in a safe place. The two things here are make sure that your heirs know about it, know where to get the information, and to put it someplace where they can get to it safely.
Let's talk about the legal side. Do digital assets go through probate?
Yes, unless you take special actions, just like a normal asset. If you don't do something ahead of time and you pass away, that asset has to go through succession or probate.
So how do you avoid probate with digital assets?
Just the same way you avoid probate with non-digital assets. We have different strategies that are available to us to avoid successions and avoid probate. The main one is you can place the digital assets in a trust and therefore not have to go through a succession. Another alternative would be to appoint a person different than your normal executor to handle the digital assets, because the person that you appoint as executor over all your assets may not be technically very savvy, may not be an older person, and just doesn't know about digital assets. And you might want to appoint someone who is familiar with digital assets to be a specially appointed digital executor to deal with your digital assets.
NFTs are a bit of a different beast. What happens to NFTs when the owner dies?
Just like with the cryptocurrency, you have them in a wallet, and then you have to have the access to that wallet to be able to gain control of them and be able to sell the assets. It depends on what the platform allows for, but I don't believe there's any platforms that allow you to name a beneficiary. And a lot of platforms don't even specify how the asset can be transferred at death. So it's somewhat of a gray area. Because it's such a gray area, it's very important that you have a written plan in your will or your trust or whatever saying exactly what you want done, so then there is some legal basis for your heirs to say, my relative or friend or whatever left this to me, and here is where he legally did that. And you need to recognize this because this was legally done.
It sounds like estate planning for digital assets isn't impossible, but it needs more intentional steps.
Yes, more so than non-digital assets, but we're dealing with assets that people aren't familiar with and they are intangible. So again, it's very important that your heirs know about them, because it's not like they can go in your house and find them. They're not there. Proper documentation, proper instructions, and then notifying the heirs gives you the best chance for a smooth transition of the assets from yourself to your heir.
If you're unsure on how to include cryptocurrency into your estate planning, make sure you reach out to an attorney who truly understands this space.
Digital assets are here to stay, and your plan should include them.